Good morning, my dear students. I'm intermediate first year. I'd like to welcome all of you who are with me from different corners of Bangladesh. I have been conducting classes on simple, complex, and compound for the last 2 or 3 classes. This is our third class on simple, complex, and compound. In my first class, I talked about simple sentence and complex sentence. In my second class, I talked about the recap of simple and complex. Then I talked about compound sentence. My dear students, in the meantime, I'm sure you have got some conceptions regarding simple, complex, and compound. Today it is our turn to talk about some of the rules and regulations of simple, complex, and compound. That is, we will try to learn some rules and regulations of transformation of sentence related to simple, complex, and compound. I will show you some rules and regulations of transformation. Okay, my dear students, today I would like to have your active participation. I will give you the problem and you will give me the solution. Usually teachers at first show you rules and regulations, then they apply the rules and regulations in examples. Today I will do it in a different way. At first I will give you the problem, you have to give me the solution, and after our learning the problem or solution, we will just learn the rule. So my dear students, I'm going to talk about simple, complex, and compound. I'm going to talk about some of the rules and regulations by which you will be able to transform simple sentence into complex, complex into simple, simple into compound, and compound into simple. So my dear students, let us start. I'm going to start with rule number 1 of simple, complex, and compound. Okay, whatever you do in simple, complex, and compound, you must have to create the structures of simple sentence and complex sentence and compound sentence. Dear students, if you are told to turn a simple sentence into complex, what does it mean? It means you have to create the structure of complex sentence. If you can, you will get marks. It is a matter of creativity. Okay, so my dear students, let us start with simple, complex, and compound. I'm going to start with rule number 1. You have already come to know that. I will not give you the rules and regulations at first. I will give you the problem. That is, I will give you a question, you have to give me the solution, and after your effort I will give you my solution of the problem. So my dear student, look at the board please. It is rule number 1, but I am not going to write down the rule number. At first I am going to give you the example. Mr. Alex attended the conference or attended the meeting with a view to Mr. Alex attended the meeting with a view to representing Bangladesh. My dear students, this is an example of simple sentence. Why? In this sentence we have got one subject, that is Mr. Alex, and this sentence belongs to present indefinite tense, and we have identified present indefinite tense because of this verb attended. That's why we can say this is an example of past indefinite tense, and this is an example of simple sentence, because in this sentence you have got one subject and one finite verb. You have got another verb, but this is non-finite. Okay, in a simple sentence, you know that there remain one subject and one finite verb. This is an example of sentence, simple sentence. Now you are requested to turn it into complex and compound. Turn this sentence into complex and compound. Okay? What is your answer, my dear students? I'd like to have your participation. Avi Shaha, Government Shah Sultan College. Thank you. You should not be busy with introducing yourself. You are requested to give me the solution of the sentence. Okay? I have given you a simple sentence and try to turn this simple sentence into complex and compound. Carry on. I haven't got to the answer yet. Turn this sentence to complex and compound. Okay? Till now no answer is there. Is the net slow? Okay. I have got a lot of answers from you. Okay, thank you. You have turned this sentence to complex. What would be the form of compound sentence? Give me the structure of compound. Okay. Most of the students are correct for turning this sentence into complex. Who can give me the compound of this sentence? Turn it into compound, my dear students. Comment please. What are the other comments? Just 2 comments are shown. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. Give me, turn it into compound. Those who fail to give me the answer must not be disappointed. I will try my level best to make you understand the rule. Okay? What is the last comment, please? Last comment. Okay, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Yes. Now, my dear students, let me tell you. At first, I am going to turn it into complex. Dear students, Mr. Alex attended a meeting with a view to representing Bangladesh. With a view to representing Bangladesh. Here, look at please. Here, Mr. Alex attended the meeting and he had a purpose. What is the purpose? The purpose was representing Bangladesh. If you get any purpose in a simple sentence, you know that. My dear students, this rule is also important for completing sentence. Okay, this kind of sentences can be given in completing sentence, so try to learn very attentively. Everything will be clear. Both transformation and completing sentence will be clear to you. Dear student, look at please. In simple sentence, in order to express purpose, I'm going to repeat. In simple sentence, in order to express purpose, we use usually to, in order to, with a view to, in order to, with a view to, and for. Look at please, dear students. to or in order to or with a view to or in order to or with a view to or for. To is a word, for is a preposition, in order to is a phrase, with a view to is a phrase. Okay, my dear student, look at please. After to or in order to or with a view to or for, if you get the use of these words or phrases in simple sentence, in order to create purpose, in order to express purpose, we actually use to or in order to or with a view to or for. Okay, in order to turn this sentence into complex, we need to use so that or in order that. Look at this, students. If you get to or in order to or with a view to in simple sentence, and if they express a purpose, in order to turn it into complex, you need to use so that or in order that. Okay, you know that I told you in complex sentence we have to use a lot of we have to use certain conjunctions, and I gave you a list of the conjunctions suitable for complex sentence, and I have written 2 conjunctions suitable for complex sentence, and these 2 conjunctions can be used. For turning this simple sentence into complex, but there's a particular structure you have to follow. If you take so that or in order that, you must have to put subject, then may, might or can, could. Here the structure should be subject plus may, might, can, could. If you get present tense, you have to use may or can. If you get past tense, you have to use could or might. Okay, so my dear students, I am going to repeat. If you get to or in order to or with a view to or for in a simple sentence, and if these words express a purpose, in order to turn this sentence into complex, we have to use so that or in order that. You know that so that or in order that are 2 conjunctions which are suitable for complex sentence. If you use so that or in order that, definitely there will be 2 clauses. One is principal, another is subordinate. So my dear students, if you use so that or in order that, after so that or in order that, you have to use may or might, can or could. If you get a present tense, you have to use may or can. In case of past tense, we have to use could or might. Okay, so the answer should be Mr. Alex attended the meeting. Mr. Alex attended the meeting so that or in order that. Thank you. So that or in order that. Okay, so that or in order that he could or he might. He could or he might represent. Don't use representing. You know that? After modal auxiliary, we need to use the base form of the verb. So Mr. Alex attended the meeting so that or in order that he could or he might represent Bangladesh. Okay, my dear students, now I'd like to express the structure of compound. This is critical to some of my students, I'm sure. Dear students, if you get purpose in a simple sentence, or if you get so that or in order that in complex sentence, in order to turn this simple or complex into compound, you have to use a coordinating conjunction, and this coordinating conjunction will help you to construct 2 principal clauses and 2 coordinate clauses. You know that a compound sentence is such a sentence which connects 2 or more than 2 principal clauses and these two or more than two principal clauses or coordinate clauses are connected with the help of coordinating conjunction, that is fanboys. Now I'd like to give you the answer. So Mr. Alex attended the meeting so that or in order that he could or he might represent Bangladesh. This is the complex form. Now I'd like to give you the compound. Here some of my students try to think that here in this sentence we have expressed a purpose. We have expressed a purpose. In order to turn it into compound, look at please. I think the students, is red color visible or black color is more visible? What do you think? Should I write with black or red? Black. Thank you, Shamim. Oh my God, Cabo red. Now compound, you have to use and. What is the new marker? New. You have to use and, but I'd like to represent it. Thank you, my dear students. I think black is more visible and it is clear, crystal clear to you. You have to use and, but there is a certain talking that I'd like to share. You are not allowed to change the meaning if you are doing the process of transformation of sentence. You know that. That's why you have to, my dear students, you have to express the purpose. You have to express the purpose at first. You have to express the purpose at first, and in order to express the purpose, we have to use one to. We have to use one to. Okay, so you should write Mr. Alex. Mr. Alex wanted to Mr. Alex wanted to represent Bangladesh. This is his purpose. Okay, Mr. Alex wanted to represent Bangladesh, and so he attended the meeting. Look at, my dear students, look at please. I haven't changed the meaning. I haven't changed the meaning. Okay, Mr. Alex wanted to represent Bangladesh, and so he attended the meeting. So look at please, Mr. Alex wanted to represent Bangladesh. This is an example of principal clause. He attended the meeting. This is another principal clause. And these two principal clauses have become coordinate clauses. Why have they become coordinate clauses? Because these two principal clauses have been connected with the help of and. I told you that when I was talking about compound sentence, if two or more than two, if any principal clause is connected with the help of coordinating conjunction, it becomes a coordinate clause. So principal clause is one kind of coordinate clause only when it is get connected with coordinating conjunctions. Okay, my dear student, this is one way of solving this problem. There is another way that you can use to turn it into compound. If I say Mr. Alex attended the meeting and his desire or aim was to represent Bangladesh. Mr. Alex attended the meeting his desire or aim was to represent Bangladesh. This is also correct. My dear student, this is also correct. Okay. This is also correct. Clear to you? Up to this part, we have given you the solution. You can use want to and you can use aim or purpose. Okay. Now, my dear students, I'd like to give you Shoishab, in my last classes, I talked about coordinate clauses. Principal clauses express their meaning clearly without the help of any other clauses in a sentence. These principal clauses become coordinate clauses only when these principal clauses are connected with coordinating conjunction. And I told you coordinating conjunction, if you want to learn coordinating conjunction, try to re-enjoy my class that I conducted last week. You will get the answer. Okay. Now I'd like to give you another example of this rule. So, to or with a view to or in order to or for. Look at this. If you get to or with a view to or in order to or for in a simple sentence, you have to use so that or in order that into complex, and in order to turn this sentence into compound, you have to use and. Okay, my dear students, to or in order to or with a view to for simple, so that and that complex, and an is equal to compound. Now I'd like to give you one more example from this rule. Rajiv wants to make his students prepared for Rajiv wants to make his students prepared for examination, and so conducts classes every week. Dear students, turn this sentence into complex, turn this sentence into simple and complex. Okay, I have written a compound sentence and you are requested to turn this sentence into hello আসসালাম জাহাঙ্গীর বলেন হ্যাঁ কে বলেন তো ওকে ঠিক আছে সমস্যা নেই কালকে কয়টা 9টায় টিচার্স ট্রেনিং কলেজ তাই তো ওকে hurry up, give me the answer very quickly. Here we have got almost 400 participants. Please show me the answer. Sinan, thank you. Shimanto, thank you. Jakia, thank you. Jakia is our guest. Thank you, Jakia. Nuruddin Sarkar, Asibur Rahman, Shahadat Hussain, Sifat Rana, Parbon Deb. Parbon Deb is from Sylhet, if I don't any mistake. Polash, thank you, Polash. Okay, some of you are showing me simple, some of you are showing me complex. You are requested to show me both simple and complex. Tausin, I will show you the answer, then you will be able to calculate. Tausin is from Noakhali. Thank you, Etesam Haidar, Mozammel. From Chatpur. Thank you. Ashfika Binte Aziz, thank you. Okay, let me show you the answer, please. Okay, my dear students, I don't want to write the answer, I'm going to tell you. Rajib wants to make his students prepared for examination, so he conducts classes every week. Okay, in order to turn it to simple, I can say Rajib conducts classes every week. Rajib conducts classes every week to make his students prepared for examination, or in order to make his students prepared for examination, or with a view to making his students prepared for examinations, or for making his students prepared for examination. Okay, so Rajib conducts classes for making, with a view to making, or to make, or in order to make. Clear to you? If I turn it into complex, the answer should be Rajib conducts classes every week so that, or in order that, in order to turn it complex, so that or in order that he can or he may make his students prepared for examinations. Okay, so my dear students, this is rule number 1. Now I'd like to tell you rule number 2. Thank you. At the very beginning of today's class, I told you that every time I will give you the problem, at first you will try your level best to give you the solution, and after your effort, I will try my level best to give you, to make you understand the rule and regulation. So my dear students, I'm going to give you a problem and you are requested to give me the solution. Okay? And we are talking about rule number 2 of simple, complex and compound. Okay? During the summer, the Padma becomes emaciated. My dear students, during the summer, the Padma becomes emaciated. The Padma becomes emaciated. What type of sentence is it? Is it simple or complex or compound? At first, give me this answer. Is this an example of simple sentence or complex sentence or compound sentence? Give me the answer, dear students. I want to know whether this is an example of simple sentence or complex sentence or compound sentence. Thank you, Palash. Thank you. Actually, I get pleasure when I stand in front of my student and deliver a lot of lectures. It is really interesting for a teacher, and if the class is participatory, the teacher will become more active than ever. Okay, this is an example of simple sentence. 100% simple. Muzammel, thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, thank you. This is an example of simple sentence. Can you please make it complex and compound? Hurry up, please. Qais, Shakib. We have Hafizur Rahman, we have Safwan, we have Raihan Hussain, Afzal Hussain, Shubho, Mohammad Hussain, Shakib. We have Ashfika bint Aziz, we have Muhammad Safi, Tasin, very bad. This is an example of simple sentence. Now, this is an example of simple sentence, my dear students, because in this part there is no subject and no finite verb, but here you have got a subject then finite verb. In this sentence you have got one subject and one finite verb, and if you get one subject and one finite verb in a sentence, definitely it will indicate simple, because this structure belongs to the structure of simple sentence. Okay, Safi, show me both complex and compound. Both complex and compound. Imran said, good sir. What is good? Yusuf Ahmed. We have 391 viewers with me right now. I am getting answers from only 50 or 60 students. Why are you silent, my dear students? Pradeep, I am Helen Hearty by the grace of Almighty. Okay, my dear students, let us start. We are talking about rule number 2. At first, I would like to give you the solution. If you get during or in or at, then time. If you get during or in or at, then time in a simple sentence. My dear students, if you get during or in or at plus time in a simple sentence, in order to turn it into complex, we have to use when. It would be complex. And if you add and, in order to turn it into compound, you have to add and. So in or at or during plus time is equal to simple, when complex, then compound. Okay. Yusuf, every day I utter your name. So my dear students, I'd like to just, this is the rule, now I'd like to implement the rule in this sentence. Okay, look at. When it is the summer, becomes emaciated. When it is the summer, the podda becomes emaciated. In order to turn a compound, it is the summer and the emaciated then. Look at this. Okay. When it is the summer, the podda becomes emaciated. It is the summer and the podda emaciated then. Okay. I think you have got me, my dear students. You have understood me. Now I'd like to give you another example depending on this rule. Okay, look at this. Is this rule, rule number 2 clear to you, my dear students? What do you think? Is it clear to you? If it is clear to you, I'd like to test you with another example. Paulash, thank you for correcting 2. I'm going to give you an example regarding me. Rajib was born in 1989. Rajib was born in 1989, my dear students. Rajib was born in 1989. This is an example of simple sentence. Now turn it into complex and compound. Okay. Suraya, thank you. Now I have given you another example depending on rule number 2. Now you are requested to give me the structure of both complex and compound. Pavel, you are absolutely correct. My God. Tuhin, what have you written? Rajib born when he was in. My God. Some of your answer is really ridiculous. Tomoji, thank you. Ashfika, thank you. Raihan, thank you. Thanks go to Mahmudul Hassan, Rimon, Mithi, Durjoy, Nafiz Iqbal, thank you. Golam Kibriya, Mehdi Hassan, Muhammad Rimon, Yusuf Hassan, Habibullah, Prashanto Shekhar. Yes, yes, carry on, carry on, carry on, carry on. Okay, look at this. For complex, when it was when it was 1989, Rajiv was born. Okay, and in order to turn it into compound, it was 1989 and Rajiv was born then. Okay, is it clear to you? Is it clear to you, my dear students? Okay, thank you. Now I'd like to give you a rule. I'd like to start with rule number 3. Now rule number 3, and as usual I'm going to start with an example. At first you have to try to give me the solution, and after your solution I will try my best to make you understand. Sorry. Books contain books contain immeasurable knowledge. Books contain immeasurable knowledge, my dear students. This is an example of simple sentence. Now turn it into complex and compound. Books contain immeasurable knowledge. Do I look like a teacher of 82 or 83, Shashab? Thank you, thank you. You are doing really well, my dear students. You are doing really, really well. We have already talked about 45 minutes. and within 45 minutes we have been able to learn 3 rules and regulations regarding simple, complex and compound, and I can expect that you have understood me. Yes, show me. Books contain immeasurable knowledge. Okay, I think I should try to make you understand, my dear students. Look at here, you have got one subject, books, and then contain main verb. In total, this is an example of simple sentence, but here you have got an adjective, then a noun. If you get any adjective plus noun, that is a noun phrase. If you get an adjective plus noun in a simple sentence, that is, if you get a noun phrase in a simple sentence, you can take the help of this noun phrase to turn it into complex. How? Here, immeasurable knowledge can be divided with the use of relative pronoun. With the help of relative pronoun, I can say books contain knowledge which is immeasurable. Okay, you can say books contain knowledge that is immeasurable. You can say, in order to turn it into compound, you have to create 2 principal clauses or 2 coordinate clauses. You can say books contain knowledge and it is immeasurable. Okay, my dear students, have you got me? Yes, I think you have got me. Now I'd like to give you another example depending on rule number 3. Cox's buzzer is a wonderful sea beach. Cox's buzzer is a wonderful sea beach. Now turn it into complex and compound. Tasin, very naughty boy. Cox's buzzer is a wonderful sea beach. Show me the answer. Hurry up. Time is moving very fast. Please don't use any it is. Please don't use any it is. If you use it is to make it complex, the teachers will not give you marks. Yes. Look at please. Cox's buzzer is a Cox's Bazar is a sea beach which is wonderful. Okay, you can say which is, or for compound, Cox's Bazar is a sea beach and it is wonderful. So my dear students, I'd like to give you another example, and you have to turn this sentence into only complex. Okay. An honest boy is needed. Just turn it into complex. And with this example, we will come to an end regarding our class today. An honest boy is needed. An honest boy is needed. Thank you for your answer. Masoom, no, Masoom, you are not correct. A boy who is honest is needed. A boy who is honest is needed. Or you can say the boy who is honest is needed. So my dear students, we have completed 3 rules and regulations related to simple, complex and compound. That is transformation of sentence related to simple, complex and compound. I'd like to conduct another 3 or 4 classes to make you understand the rules of simple sentence, complex sentence and compound sentence. You know that simple, complex, compound, some of you face difficulties in terms of transformation related to simple, complex and compound. That's why I'd like to take a lot of time for teaching you simple, complex and compound, and hopefully I will be able to make you understand. Today after this at 11 I will conduct another class for the students of second year. I will conduct a class on completing sentence, and if you have time, you can join. And this live class will be telecast in second year Facebook page. Okay, there's a page, I think there's a website for second year online classes, and you can join. We are going to conduct another class for the students of second year, and this class will be conducted on completing sentence. So my dear students, this is all for today. Thank you for your impressive participatory class. I'm really overjoyed. I'd like to have more participation, active participation in near future. So my dear students, this is all for today. Thank you for being with me. Goodbye.